Just when you thought alliances in WWE couldn't get more dangerous, Roman Reigns speaks out. PaulHeyman is called out as a traitor, and Seth Rollins is left scrambling after the Vision's betrayal on Raw. Already told you he was a snake. Reigns said, "What's next?" Tonight on Suplex Saga, we dive into every jab, reaction, motive, and fallout of one of the most dramatic shakeups WWE has dropped in 2025. Stay locked and let's dig in. Wrestling news. WWE, your go-to for deep wrestling. Storytelling, backstage heat, and turn-by-turn breakdowns. Let's ride. The crowd is still reeling from Raw and Perth. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed turn on Seth Rollins. PaulHeyman aligned with them and the Vision imploded on live television. Rollins, bewildered and vulnerable in the ring, stood surrounded by former allies now turned adversaries. Heyman raised Breaker and Reed's hands as the new power triangle, leaving Rollins isolated. Within hours, the WWE universe was ablaze with reaction. Twitter and X flooded with memes, outrage, disbelief. Clips of the spear, the tsunami, Heyman's raised arms all circulated non-stop. But one reaction cut through the noise more sharply than others. Roman Reigns' posts and comments. He didn't stay silent. In the wake of the betrayal, Reigns took to social media and made his stance crystal clear. Heyman had always been a snake, and now the proof was in the betrayal. To understand the weight of that reaction, we have to go back. PaulHeyman was once the counsel, the Weissman for Reigns. Their on-screen relationship and real-world history made Heyman's turn to Seth Rollins a bitter wedge. Reigns' commentary didn't just come off as jealous or wounded, it came as vindicated. "I already told you he was a snake," he wrote in a post or message. That line cuts with a sting of hindsight. He had in storyline and in promo warned that Heyman's loyalties were contingent. On talk shows and podcasts, insiders extracted that Reigns saw this coming. There have been backstage whispers, Heyman's teases, ambiguous remarks, moments of discomfort that Reigns allegedly noticed and publicly referenced. So when the betrayal went down, Reigns framed it not as surprise but as proof of what he always knew. That posture has narrative power. The dethroned figure, the betrayed ally, the one who was warning all along. To grasp the emotional impact, we need context. Heyman abandoned Reigns at WrestleMania 41, siding with Rollins and leaving the tribal chief betrayed. That moment was a major pivot in WWE storytelling that season. Heyman walking away from Reigns, aligning with Rollins, created a power shift and gave legitimacy to Rollins as a top figure. Rollins and Heyman crafted the Vision, a faction built on shared ambition, symbolism, and a promise of new leadership in WWE. But seeds of instability were always sown. Heyman's tendency to invest in winners, his history of realigning, and his value as the ultimate manipulator meant doubts lingered. Reigns' reaction now is in part revenge of history. He's not only reacting to the new betrayal, he's reclaiming the narrative of past betrayals and alleged misp. Let's walk through Raw's beats. Rollins opened the show, reining in his crown jewel win, asserting dominance, claiming he didn't need anyone, including his own Vision members. He tried to control the narrative, painting the Vision as his chosen wingmen. But tensions simmered. Subtle glances, hesitations, unsynchronized reactions. In the main event, CM Punk won a triple threat to earn a shot at Rollins' title. Post-match, Vision descended on the ring to confront Punk, but it was a trap. Breaker forced a choice, speared Rollins, Reed attacked, and Heyman raised their hands. That sequence, betrayal in the ring, the visual of Heyman's shift is the lightning bolt moment. It didn't just fracture a group, it rewrote the power structure on Raw. Reigns can't stay silent. His next promo must hit these beats. Reminder, he warned everyone, moral high ground. He didn't betray anyone, he was betrayed. Promise of reckoning. Heyman and his new alliance won't go unchallenged. Call to allies. Yos, those wronged by Heyman, other disillusioned stars. The mic moment. You left me for illusions. Now I watch you leave them for monsters. That kind of poetic sting gives Reigns a posture of wounded pride and looming vengeance. We've theorized this, but now with Reigns' reaction in the mix, let's re-examine motives. Raw pragmatism. Heyman always bets on the most dominant asset. With Rollins now bloodied and vulnerable, maybe he sees greater value. In Breaker plus Reed, story currency betrayals are WWE gold. Heyman makes himself central to the narrative by switching sides. Emotional calculus. Heyman may resent Rollins' braggadocio and his dismissals of the Vision. He sees an opening for control. Reigns' public call-out ensures that it's not only about Rollins' fault. It frames Heyman as a repeat offender, someone who betrays whichever side feels weaker. With the Vision fractured and Reigns stirring the pot, Raw's power dynamics are unstable. Breaker plus Reed plus Heyman now are a new force, but do they have the credibility to lead alone? They faced Rollins' leadership, now they must prove theirs. Reigns re-enters the power game claiming moral advantage and momentum. CM Punk, now the #1 contender, sits at the threshold. Does he align with Reigns, attack Reigns, or go solo? Rollins, wounded and betrayed, must rebuild or be consumed. The ledger is cleared. Alliances are fluid and no seat is safe in WWE right now. The internet is echoing Reigns' line. Hashtags like Heyman's snake or Reigns was right trend. Wrestling journalists are dissecting Reigns' timing, tone, and whether he's using this betrayal for redemption. Some fans say this is petty Reigns posturing. Others say he's reclaimed a position of legitimacy. Suplex Saga should release a short reaction piece screen by screen of Reigns' post. Heyman's ignited confusion and a sentiment poll from fans. Rollins now must undergo transformation from visionary leader to wounded loner to redemption arc. He needs promos infused with pain, determination, and internal doubt. He may seek alliances with unexpected characters, wrestlers who feel betrayed themselves. Matches must reflect his vulnerability. Grittier, more personal bouts, not just grand spectacle. The key, he must earn every inch back. Reigns versus Heyman's new protege. A singles promo-driven match. Tag match. Rollins plus Outsider versus Breaker plus Reed. Segment: Reigns ambushes Heyman backstage, forces a public apology or confrontation that War Games build. Vision imploding into K. Warfare with Reigns and Rollins potentially allied. Promo package intercut Reigns and Rollins past betrayals and future war reaction close-ups. Reigns reading the betrayal post. Eyes jaw silent muscles. Throwback clips. Heyman with Reigns. Heyman with Rollins. Layering history. Split screens. Betrayal moment versus Reigns typing the post. Crowd chants over visuals. Heightens emotional resonance. Mic drop moments. Silence after Reigns line letting it land. This betrayal may mark the shifting center of gravity in WWE storytelling, from factions to individual vendettas. It allows multiple stars, Reigns, Rollins, Breaker, Reed, Punk, to operate in interlocking arcs rather than predictable lines. It gives Suplex Saga a long runway of content, retrospectives, hot takes, shot-by-shot analysis. Where do we go from here videos? That's our breakdown of Roman Reigns' reaction, Heyman's betrayal, and the fall of the Vision. The pieces are on the board, but the war's just begun. Drop your take. Do you believe Reigns' snake shot? Who do you side with now? Rollins, Reigns, or Heyman's new crew? Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and share this with someone who needs the insides.